Hello students, I hope all of you are fine. You are staying indoors and staying safe. In this video today, I will be teaching you the poem number 1 of your prescribed textbook Flamingo. The name of the poem is My Mother at 66 and the poet is Kamla Das. Kamla Das was born on 31st March 1934 in Malabar in Kerala. At the age of 75, she died in the year 2009. She is recognized as one of the foremost poets of India, and her works are known for its versatility, for its originality, and for its flavor of the soil. She wrote under the pen name Madhavi Kutti. She has written about many human relations, and that too in a very easy, very lucid language. This poem is yet another example of a poetic genius, where she has described the relation of a mother and a daughter in such a simple, such a lucid way. She has written about the love shared between the two, and in this way she has also touched about the fear which we have to lose our near and dear ones. When you read the poem, you'll find that the whole poem is written in a single sentence. The poem is completely devoid of any full stop. And this can be symbolic of one major thing, that the whole poem is presenting one single line of thread, one single line of thought, and that thought is love towards the mother and the feeling, that fear of losing her because she has grown old. So, let's read the poem and try to understand it. And I would also like to add that when you read about the love of the mother and daughter and the fear of losing the mother because she is turning old, then we are touching one more important thing, and that is the process of aging, which is a natural biological process. We can't deny the fact that everybody has to grow old. So with this, let's start the poem. One question has been given right before the poem, and the question says, aging is a natural process. Have you ever thought what our elderly parents expect from us? Yes, aging is a natural process, a natural biological process, and it cannot be controlled by anybody. The elder people, while they are aging, they must be expecting that they are not ignored. They expect that those near and dear ones whom they have always showered love upon, they remain with them. They want their company. They must be expecting that their family members, their friends, they sit with them, they talk with them, they spend quality time with them. And you students can have many other have many other creative ideas, and please jot down your ideas in the form of answer and write it down. Now let's start the poem. The poem writes, driving from my parents' home to Cochin last Friday morning. So, what does this tell? This tells that the poet has come to visit her parents. And the incident about which she is writing happened last Friday morning. She had gone to visit her parents and now she is coming back. And she is on her way to Cochin airport. I saw my mother sitting beside me, doze, open-mouthed. So, the poet is going to Cochin airport and she is traveling in a car. Beside her, her mother is sitting and she is dozing with her open mouth. Then the poet writes, her face ashen like that of a corpse. So, the poet's mother is sitting beside the poet in the car and she is dozing with her open mouth. And this resembles the face of a corpse. The mother's face in this way is looking ashen like that of a corpse. Dear students, here we find one important poetic device, and that is simile. Yes, you heard it correct. This important poetic device is simile. In the line, her face ashen like that of a corpse. So remember, here the poet's mother's face, her poet's mother's ashen face has been compared with that of a corpse, of a dead body. Just like a dead body has its mouth open, here also the mother's mouth is open because she is dozing, and both have been related, both have been compared, and this like this we find here simile. Her face ashen like that of a corpse, and realized with pain that she thought away. So the poet now painfully realizes that her mother is in some other kind of thought, and looked, but soon put that thought away and looked out at young trees sprinting. So now the poet, she is looking outside the window of the car because she wants to deviate herself from the thought that her mother has grown old. She wants to deviate her attention from this painful realization that her mother has grown old, and therefore she looks outside of the car window. And what does she see? First of all, she sees sprinting trees. Students, when you move in a moving vehicle, either it's a bus or it's a train or it's a car, you must have realized that the things which are outside the window of the vehicle, they appear to be running fast in the backward direction. Here also the trees, they look to be sprinting, running behind fastly. This is symbolic of one important thing: the passage, the fast passage of time. The sprinting trees here are symbolic of the faster passage of time. The other thing which the poet sees when she looks outside the car window is the merry children spilling out of their homes. So first she sees the sprinting trees, and then she sees the merry children spilling out of the homes. Again, the word which the poet has used is spilling, not coming. Spilling means, again, it represents that fast, that very, very fast movement. So the merry children, the happy children, they are coming out of their homes happily, fastly. They are full of energy, they are full of action. And this presents a stark contrast with the inactive mother who is sitting beside the poet. Because the mother is inactive, devoid of any energy or zeal or enthusiasm. And here the children, they are fast, they are energetic, they are active, they are full of life. Now the poet writes, but after the airport's security check, standing a few yards away, I looked again at her van. So the poet now reaches the airport and she has to wait for the formalities, the regular security check. And from some distance she looks and observes her mother's face again. And what does she observe? She sees that her mother's face is looking like a van, pale as a late winter's moon. So her mother's face now is looking as a pale late winter's moon. Again, the poetic device simile has been used because the poet's mother's face has been compared with the late winter's waning moon. When the moon keeps on decreasing its size, that phase is known as waning. And here also the poet's mother is losing her shine, her shimmer, because she is aging now, and this way her face has been compared with waning moon. Simile, remember. And felt that old familiar ache. So poet now, she is feeling her old, familiar, well-known ache, that pain. My childhood's fear. This fear, her childhood fear, the fear which she has since her childhood, the fear of losing her mother. But all I said was, see you soon, Amma. All I did was smile and smile and smile. So although the poet is full of doubt, full of fear of losing her mother, she is doubtful whether she will be able to meet her mother again or not. But then she keeps on smiling, and her continuous smile indicates that it is fake. It is just a way to conceal her fear, to hide her innermost pain, innermost doubt, whether she'll be able to meet her mother again or not, the fear of losing her mother. So like this, we see that the poet hides her pain, hides her fear, and continuously smiles. So dear students, this is your poem. We know how, in spite of our obligations, like the poet here, she wants to remain with her mother, but she has to move on. And she has to accept the fact that her mother has grown old. I hope this poem must have been clear to you. And if you have any doubt, please, we shall get in touch in ample time. And till then, let's discuss some of the questions. We have 5 questions given here at the end of the poem. The first poem is, what is the kind of pain and ache that the poet feels? When the poet looks at her mother, she feels that her mother is growing old. She has now aged. Her mother's face has also lost its shimmer, its shine, its energy. So in this way, the poet is reminded of the fact that she has grown old, and she is having the pain of losing her very soon. Question number 2 is, why are the young trees described as sprinting? As I told you while I was explaining, when we are in a car, fast moving car, the things outside the window, they appear to be sprinting fast behind us. And here also the poet is in a car. So outside the window, the trees, they appear to be sprinting, appear to be moving fast behind them. The third question says, why has the poet brought in the image of merry children spilling out of their homes? Okay. The poet has looked outside of the car to deviate her attention from the fact that her mother is looking so pale, looking so aged. But when she outside, she sees the merry children spilling out of their homes. They are full of energy. They are full of energy, zeal and enthusiasm. They are full of action. But this is in stark contrast with her inactive and pale mother, devoid of any energy. So this kind of imagery has been brought out to highlight the stark contrast between both the things. One is the merry children, happy children. Here, happy children full of energy and full of action. And here, mother, pale, devoid of energy, action, zeal. Got it? The fourth question says, why has the mother been compared to the late winter's moon? See, if you notice moon in the late winters, you'll find that the moon looks very, very dim, doesn't have that kind of shine. And here her mother also has pale face. Her face has been losing its shine slowly and slowly because she has now grown old. So that is why she has brought the image of waning moon with her mother losing shine on her face, because she has now grown weaker and older. Let's come with the last question, and this is question number 5. What do the parting words of the poet and her smile signify? First of all, what are the parting words of the poet? The parting words of the poet are, "See you soon, Amma." And she has a smile on her face. See, she doesn't want to trouble her mother. She doesn't want to bother her by disclosing her fear, by disclosing her doubt. So, even though she is very sad that her mother has become weak, her mother has become old, but still then she conceals her sadness, she conceals her anguish, she conceals her pain, her childhood fear in front of her, so that her mother is not disturbed. And to give her a reassurance, to give her a kind of comfort, although that assurance she does not even feel so genuinely, but then in order to assure her and to show that everything is normal, she has told while departing, "See you soon, Amma." And she keeps on smiling continuously. Her smile is fake, but the smile is continuous. We see here repetition also. Her smile is continuous to show that she doesn't want to disturb or bother her mother with her innermost pain, anguish and fear. I hope everything is clear with you. Please read the poem. Write down the answers which I have discussed with you just now. And in case you have any kind of doubt, we shall be getting in touch in ample time. So don't worry, and see you soon. Thank you. Goodbye.